What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of rating your Letterboxd profiles. I do have an announcement to make. We're thinking of doing a live rating your Letterboxd profiles at some point, a stream, some point in the future. I still have to pick the date, but we have so many names that you guys have put in the comments, and I really appreciate all the support. Really makes me want to do more of these, and there's so many names, so I think it makes sense to do some kind of a live stream event. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments, and of course, if you haven't already, put your Letterboxd profile below. I randomly selected from a long list, and keep in mind also a few of your profiles I've not seen all the movies on the actual profile, so unfortunately I can't rate it, so keep that in mind. But I'm going to try to get to obviously all of them as much as I can, but these are randomly selected. So anyways, thank you for all the support. Let's get right into it. Alrighty, first off we have Andrew Fenton, which goes by the name of Ratatouille 5, which I got some beef. Where's Ratatouille on your profile? Excuse me, I feel lied to. I feel bamboozled, if you will. But you have 1,073 films under your belt, 662 this year, which is insane. And you're 18, and I spend all my free time watching movies. Honestly, man, I respect that. I relate to that. Movies are the best, aren't they? All right, let's take a look at your top 4 here. The Tree of Life, Barry Lyndon, The Shining, and A Clockwork Orange. Now, I'm not an expert or anything, but I think I can guess who your favorite director is. I don't know. I may be wrong, though. I may be wrong. But starting off with The Tree of Life here, the only non-Stanley Kubrick movie. I like A Tree of Life. The Tree of Life. I think the cinematography is amazing, along with a lot of Terrence Malick's movies. I think that it has a great message in it. It has great visuals. I do really respect the movie as it is. It's not one of my favorites, but I respect it. I respect it for sure. Next, we have Barry Lyndon. So I love this movie. I honestly think that when we're talking about Stanley Kubrick, people often forget about this one. At the same time, though, there's a lot of people that feel that this is his best movie. I think it's great. As a period piece, I mean, the cinematography is beautiful. They use natural lighting in a lot of the shots, which is something super rare and extremely difficult, especially with some of the lower lighting scenes with the candlelight. But I just love that this movie takes you on a journey, and it's an excellent movie. Stanley Kubrick's, again, one of my favorite directors as well, so totally agree here with your list. Next, The Shining, also Stanley Kubrick, and then The Clockwork Orange, also Stanley Kubrick. So The Shining, again, great. I mean, the thing about Kubrick that made him so special, and I really wish he was alive today, still making movies, because he just transcended all genres. He did sci-fi, he did horror, he did drama, he did mystery type movie with Eyes Wide Shut, he did war movie with Full Metal Jacket, he did the period piece. I mean, he just did everything, and he did it with such expertise. I mean, truly one of the best. And The Shining was his horror masterpiece. He only did one horror movie, and it was this one. It's revered as one of the best horror movies of all time. I think it's a great movie. It's not one of my favorites of his, but I really do think that it's a very good movie. Again, technically amazing. Jack Nicholson's one of my favorite actors, so he, again, is amazing in it. Shelley Duvall also awesome in it. And yeah, I mean, this is a classic movie though, and I really like it. And then A Clockwork Orange. I only saw A Clockwork Orange once a while back, and it, again, amazing cinematography, great performances. This one's really jarring. Probably is one of his most jarring movies in my opinion. And the way it subverts the audience, and it's all about, you know, being brainwashed, if you will. It's all about conforming and stuff like that, and what happens to our main character, Alex, if I remember correctly, and just the weird kind of like this weird English they speak in it as well. It has a lot of iconic shots in it. Again, also not one of my favorite Kubrick movies. I would put Barry Lyndon all the way up there, and Eyes Wide Shut probably is my favorite of his movies, just because of the mystery of it. But yeah, I mean, these movies are excellent. Before we do that, though, like I've been doing, I like going to people's film and seeing what they've rated either 5 out of 5 or 1 out of 5. So, you know what, for you, I'm going to see what you rated 1 out of 5. Let's see which movies you hated, and then I will use that as well with the ranking. All right, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I haven't seen a lot of this. I did see Cocaine Bear. That was horrible. I totally agree with that. Mean Girls, I heard that one was bad. I didn't see Free Guy. I didn't think it was a I thought it was an okay movie, but I didn't think it was 1 out of 5. Holy. All Hallows Eve. Okay, so you didn't like the Terrifier, first Terrifier movie. Shark Tale. What happened? What happened? Shark Tale, Suicide Squad. All right, that's fair. That movie wasted potential if I've ever seen it. The Old Boy remake. Yep. I agree with you on that one for sure. And Pitch Perfect. Okay, I see. I mean, some of these are valid. Not gonna lie. Some of these are definitely valid. Some of these are a little harsh, but I agree with you on the most part. Anyways, going back to your profile, again, love Kubrick. So honestly, 3 out of 4. Even if you had 4 Kubrick movies, you can't go wrong with that. He's the GOAT. I'm gonna give you a very solid 8.7 out of 10. Kubrick's goated. All right, next up we have Mesmer 249. I'm going to follow you. I'm not following you. I also just went back and followed you, Andrew. Top 4 movies here. Wait, before we do that, 942 films under your belt, 78 this year. Very good number. You have me beat. Your favorite movies are Whiplash, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, and Monsters, Inc. All right, so starting off with Whiplash, this has come up several times in this series, and I always say it, one of my favorite movies of all time. Definitely up there. Maybe my favorite movie of all time, to be honest, and on my top 4. Excellent movie. I can't rave about this movie enough. Damien Chazelle, huge fan of his. This was such an amazing movie in every which way. Tense, memorable, one of the best endings I've seen to a movie. J.K. Simmons, goated performance. I mean, what else is there to say about Whiplash? Next, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, also on my top 4 currently. I love this movie. Edgar Wright's at the top of his game with this one. Such a fun, fast-paced movie. I actually saw this recently, and it still holds up. It's still such an iconic movie. So many iconic lines and moments, and it's an easy-to-follow story, and it just keeps moving and moving, and the transitions are some of the best that you'll see. So if you like transitions and stuff like that, this movie is for you. Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Admittedly, I haven't seen it. I've only heard good things about it. I have it on my watch list. I'm pretty sure I have it on my watch. Let's see if I'm lying or not. I don't have it on my watch list. I'm adding it. But this has been a movie that I've been meaning to watch. And I've heard great things about it. So I gotta check it out. And then finally, Monsters, Inc. This one's classic. I mean, Pixar and Disney back in the day, and even now, you know, some of their animated movies, but more so back in the day with Toy Story, Finding Nemo, their level of creativity was unmatched. I just was dumbfounded by how good and how creative and original that their stories were. Monsters, Inc., I mean, who comes up with this idea where they have to grab these basically scaring children, and it's kind of like this energy, if you will, and they do that by getting their top scarers and sending them into the real world. I mean, it's so creative, right? Like, I love it. It's executed brilliantly. So many iconic things, iconic characters. Mike Wazowski, Sully. I mean, who doesn't love this movie? It's amazing. Monsters, Inc. Top. One of the best Pixar movies for sure. All right, I didn't catch your bio. Comedies and short films are rated differently than other movies. Okay. My favorite change sometimes. List of my favorites. I like movies. You know what? Me too. And who do you got here? Okay. Deadpool showing off his swagger there. Okay. All right. Let's check out your list of favorites. You know, since you do have a list already, let's take a look. Right. Let's take a gander here. All right. So there was Deadpool. I was wondering, do you have him in the profile picture? Where's Deadpool at? All right. So from what I see, really good. I mean, love Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't see The Crow. I actually started The Crow. I didn't finish it. I'm sorry, I didn't. Not because it was bad, just didn't get around to finishing it. I've seen 43% of these movies. Bad look from me. Get Out, I personally wouldn't, but to each their own. The Lego movies, got Guardians of the Galaxy, like I said, great. Both Knives Out movies. I'm sure you're going to like the new one that just dropped. Pulp Fiction, love that one. Ready Player One, okay, interesting. Ghostbusters, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 500 Days of Summer, that's a great one. All the Star Wars movies, or all the prequels, if you will, and all the original ones, too. So, okay, I mean, pretty solid. Honestly, a lot of these I wouldn't put on my list, but I could definitely see. La La Land for sure is on mine, so totally agree. But all that is null void because your top 4 are really amazing. You have 2 out of the 4 that are on my list, and Monsters Inc. is goated. So yeah, I'm going to give you a very solid 9. I'm going to give you a 9 out of 10. So good stuff, but thank you very much for sharing. On to the next one. All right, next up we have Axel Prus. Sorry if I said that wrong. Following you now, and we got Tyler Durden here, just chilling with the cigar in his mouth. 686 films under your belt, 248 this year. Wild, wild stuff. All right, let's take a look here, and we got Leonardo DiCaprio with a flamethrower at the top here from your very first movie here, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Next up we have La La Land, followed by Whiplash, and then The Batman from 2022. All right, so first off, I like the aesthetic of your profile. I think this sort of, what's it called? Sepia, sort of warm tones that you got going on here. I like that. I like the orange. I like the tan. I like that. It looks really nice and visually pleasing on your profile. So aesthetically, I like it. Let's get into the movies. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So I've said this before. I personally wasn't a huge fan of this movie. Quentin Tarantino is amazing. He's amazing. And he has such a great track record of movies. But to me, I thought that his most recent entries with the Hateful Eight and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it just didn't really do it for me. You know? And it really left me saying, guess I'll see you in the movies. Nice quote there. But no, I don't know. This movie didn't do it for me. I thought it was a little slow. I wish I cared more about the characters. I might need to rewatch it. But yeah, it just wasn't the movie for me personally. Next up, we have La La Land. This is always in my rotation, if you will. And yeah, I mean, this movie's amazing. Again, huge Damien Chazelle fan. Love this movie. La La Land is amazing. Emma Stone, Ryan Gosling both do great in the movie. And I, again, love that it's really a musical that turns into a melodrama, if you will. So I think it's great. Love it, love it, love it. And amazing visuals. Whiplash, again, like I just said, amazing movie. One of my favorites. We'll go on to the last one. The Batman. Okay, so I'm surprised I don't see this one more. So here's my thoughts on The Batman. I think the tone and the visuals that were brought to this newest Batman, the Robert Pattinson, Matt Reeves, I believe, his vision of Batman, I really like it. It's dark, it's grounded, it just feels bleak, and it was perfect for the idea of the Riddler and this Gotham underbelly, and just this idea of almost this horror vibe to it in a way, and he almost like Batman's supposed to be feared. So I really like that, and I thought Robert Pattinson did a pretty good job. Personally, I am a big fan of Paul Dano, but I didn't really think that his Riddler was all that. I thought that some moments were a little cringy to me. I hate to say it. Some moments where he's singing and near the end of the movie, I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. And maybe it wasn't what I was thinking of the Riddler. And again, I really like what they did with him in terms of him kind of being like a serial killer in a way, and the way he looks is very unique to all the other more flashy, over-the-top Batmans in the past. But besides the way he looked, I thought the performance could have been a little more memorable in terms of villainy. He's a great actor, but I just wasn't sold with his Riddler. And yeah, this movie just felt super emo to me, a little too emo, if you will. It was dark, but then it went a little too much into the emo side of things, so it felt a little too moody, if you will. With all that being said, though, I think it is a good movie, though. I don't dislike it by any means. I just wish I liked it a little better, in my opinion. All right, let's take a look at your... Sorry, Letterboxd. Should probably get a pro count, huh? Let's take a look at your 5 out of 5s here. Let's see what you got. All right, so Sinners. Here it is again to haunt me. It's coming up. It's creeping. It's there. It's welcome back every single episode, I think, so far. And I always say the same thing. I'll say it again. I thought Sinners was overrated. All right, I gotta watch the Penguin Show. I've heard great things about it. Babylon. Hell yeah, man. I absolutely love Babylon. It's currently in my top 4. I rewatched it recently. Incredible movie. I don't know why people don't praise this movie more. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's incredible, incredible movie. And if you love movies, you'll love this one. After Sun, also another movie that I think was... I appreciate the message. I appreciate the tone. Way, way too slow in my opinion. It didn't do it for me personally. I thought After Sun was kind of overrated. Top Gun Maverick's amazing. Spider-Man's amazing. Skyfall, love that one. Whiplash, La La Land. Yep. Avengers Infinity War is great too. Lahane, amazing too. So I mean, really, I agree. I agree with a lot of these. To be honest, they're all 5 stars for sure. Overall, very good selections though. I think that you have 2 amazing movies and then 2 movies. Well, one movie I wasn't a huge fan of. The other one I thought was pretty good, but I wouldn't put it in my top. So with all that, I'd say I'd give you a very solid 2 amazing movies out of 4. I think an 8, just a solid 8 does the trick. Thank you very much for sharing. And finally, our final profile, we have Movie Nth. Yo, what's up, man? 475 movies under your belt and 131 this year. I mean, I love this actor. Like I said in the last one, Mads Mikkelsen. I always forget his last name wrong, but I love him. He's such a good freaking actor, man, in so many ways. I don't know why. He acts out of his mind in every movie I see him in. All right, so your favorite movies are The Godfather, Whiplash, again, Lahane, and Forrest Gump. Okay, very good picks here. Let's go through this. The Godfather, the classic, Francis Ford Coppola, the epitome of a classic gangster movie. Really, I love The Godfather. It's excellent. It's a great movie. I mean, people have praised it for years and years, and for good reason. So, definitely an iconic one to put on there. If I had to say anything, maybe playing it a little safe, as it is regarded as one of the best movies of all time. But maybe that's the reason why. So, maybe you're not playing it safe. All right, Whiplash. Again, I can skip over this one because I've already praised it. You already know what my thoughts are on it. Lahane, another great movie. Amazing visuals, one of my favorite endings to any movie ever. This one's come up several times, and for good reason. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I mean, it still rings true, and the performances are great, the characters are interesting, and while not a lot happens, it really just pulls it all together at the end. I love it. And then Forrest Gump, again, another classic movie, definitely regarded as one of the best of all time, and for good reason. Tom Hanks gives a generational performance, iconic things that are still quoted to this day. People still quote Forrest Gump. People still talk about Bubba Shrimp to the point where there's restaurants about it. It's an iconic movie, honestly, in every way. And it's wholesome. It's sad at times. It's funny at times. It has all the emotions, and it just creates a perfect journey into a person's life and really just shows that anyone can excel in whatever they want to do, no matter what kind of disability or no matter what is stacked against you. So really like that message. And let's go to your films here and see what you rated. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's do a full circle. 1 star. Let's see what you have here. I don't think I've seen many of these. I've heard horrible things about that. Let's go to your 5 star. My bad. I haven't seen any of these. I can't comment. All right, let's take a look here. Attack on Titan, the final chapters. I just saw that yesterday. I saw this one too. Not yesterday though, but I did see this one the other day at least. And let me tell you, honestly, I wasn't a huge fan of the very, 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 very last 20 minutes of the Attack on Titan finale. That's a whole video for another time. And I'm way late. I know I'm way late. That show's been over. But yeah, it took me a while to finally finish the last episode for it. And yeah, I have my thoughts on it, but it's an incredible show for sure. I didn't know they were all separate, so that's why I don't have them marked, but I did see them. Arrival, good movie. I think that it's slightly overrated, but very good. Whiplash, legendary. Interstellar, great. Prisoners, love it. Inception, hell yeah. Seven, that one's been on my rotation before, love it. Funny games. Like I saw the remake that he made. The director, he created a US version, recreated shot for shot, but US. I did see that version. I didn't see the original, but it's basically the same movie. But what a great movie that is, honestly. Fargo, Trainspotting, really love that one. Yeah, I agree with a lot of these. Silence of the Lambs, definitely 5 stars for sure. The Vanishing, this is kind of underrated. If you like kind of darker, bleak movies that'll get under your skin, definitely watch The Vanishing. The Thing, The Grave of the Fireflies, very sad. Psycho. I mean, yeah, these are all great. Good picks for 5 stars. Definitely can make an argument for all these. And The Hunt is goated. I love this movie. 5 stars almost. All right, so I mean, these are all great movies. I can't argue with it. 9 out of 10 for you. thank you all for watching. Really appreciate all the support. And again, put your Letterboxd profiles below. I'll try to get to all of them. And stay tuned for our live event coming soon. Thank you all, and have a great day.